Guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today I'm jumping in with another pick a card reading. And as you can see, we have 4 piles here, and our question is, what is it that I keep hidden from myself? What I mean by that is, sometimes there are things that on a certain level, on a subconscious level, like we know certain things about ourselves, we know why we do certain things, even though on a conscious level we're like, why did I do that, or how did I get myself in this situation? And so what this reading really is to help bring to surface those things that maybe we'd rather suppress, or maybe we'd rather just not acknowledge on a conscious level. So let's go ahead and dive in. So go ahead and take a nice deep breath and let it out. And just know that yourself is grounded. Feel those toes going down into the ground like the roots of a tree, and go towards the pile that you are most drawn to. For some people that might be multiple piles. For some people it might be all the piles, and maybe for others it may just be one pile. I do want to say as a caveat that this is just general energy, general reading. So for some people, this reading will really connect to what's going on in their lives and will connect to them. For others, it may not connect as much. You may not connect to certain elements, and that's fine because it is just general. My intention is always that whoever watches this video, that they will get the I would say answer, or they will get a message that they need to hear. Let me go over the decks that I am using. I am using the Vision Quest Tarot. I was going to be using the Medicine Woman, but no, I was really drawn to the Vision Quest, so we'll see what comes up. And I have the Flowers Oracle by Antonella Castelli. And I also have the Nature Speak Oracle by Ted Andrews. So it was really feeling like the nature vibes, the earthy vibes. Okay, so down below, I'm going to link the time stamps for each of the piles. So let's say you were drawn more to pile 4 or pile 3. You can fast forward to that particular pile if you wish. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with pile number 1. Okay. So actually, before I turn these cards over, I do want to mention that I have little cowrie shells here. So, just some people are drawn to like a certain cowrie shell. Okay, so here I have my 3 cards. Let's turn all 3 over. So what do I keep hidden from myself? Okay, so here we have the 9 of Earth, which is like the 9 of Pentacles, and it says accumulation. Then we have New Wonders, and here we have Ferns, which also to me is like abundance. So I'm already getting like this abundance energy. And then here we have Willow, and Willow is known as being very demure and things like that. So and obviously I'm looking at the picture of the young lady here being very demure, but I'm seeing so much green vegetation, such abundance. And I think for the person who has picked this pile, I think what you keep hidden from yourself is your ability to accumulate such abundance, whether it's abundance of money, of things, of people, that this is something you're really good at. And I think it's something that sometimes we don't like to acknowledge that, for some, it's almost like, what do I want to say? Like a shame. Some people feel shameful, like, oh, I shouldn't have all of this abundance, or I shouldn't have all of this money. It's not right. I shouldn't, like, why do I, deserve all of this? And maybe you've worked really damn hard. Maybe you inherited it. Who knows? But I'm just getting this, like shameful, like you don't like to boast about it. It's almost like an embarrassment to be able to have what you have. And I do know people like that, where you might be like, what, if I had this and that, I would tell the world, and that's just a different personality trait. There are some where it's just, where they've accumulated a lot in their life, and perhaps they come from a culture where boasting is not acceptable. So whoever this person is just keeping that kind of hidden from people. Like, I don't, and even from themselves, they don't like to acknowledge what they've accumulated, what they've done with their lives, how well they've done, and they don't like to talk about it. So what I'm getting with this message is that's something you need to check in with and see, like, where is this shame coming from? Where is this, like, I don't deserve coming from? And that's definitely something you're going to need to work through, because everybody on this planet deserves to have all the, bounty and beauty that life has to give. And and maybe you put it towards giving. Maybe you already are a giving person, and you like to give of your wealth, and that's fantastic. But I don't feel like you should ever be ashamed of what you've accomplished. So definitely something to work through for the person in number one is, it seems like you have such wonderful abundance and so much that you can share with others. Maybe your expertise, you can help others to achieve the same level of abundance you have. Maybe you can just share in your wealth or share in your time, share in your love, your abundance of love that you have for others. But that coming from that place of shame keeps it hidden from everyone else, hides your light from everyone else and all the good that you can do in the world. Okay, so that is pile number one. Hey, pile number two. What do I keep hidden from myself? Ooh, let's turn these over. Okay, so here we have the Ace of Water, which is like the Ace of Cups. We have snow, awakening dreams. We have these birds just like mouths up to the snow, like, oh my God, it's like ice cream falling from the sky. And then here we have chestnut bud. So in the background, we have this like silly clown putting on tricks, but this girl doesn't really seem to notice. It seems like she's concentrating on this letter. Okay, so, whoa, okay, right away. Okay, I know what this is. Okay, so for the person who got this, something that you keep hidden from yourself is your ability to know when certain things happen. So it's like claircognizance. I'm also getting a clairvoyance. There might be some other clairs in there, but I'm getting majorly a clairvoyance and a claircognizance. This might be something that you're not really comfortable yet with. Maybe it makes you uncomfortable, the things that you see and the things that you know. And as much as like in this community, we're like, oh, I want to enhance this. I want to make this better. You, on the other hand, you might be fascinated with the idea of being able to see spirit or sense spirit, or be able to, I guess, foretell the future, or just to know when certain events are going to take place. Like, it's fascinating to you, but the fact that you can do that sometimes also frightens you. And that's normal. I think some of us, that have, certain gifts, it makes us like a little, ooh, that's interesting, because we're not used to using it all the time. It's, for some of us, it's like an awakening process. It's like just happening, and maybe we could do something as a kid and now we're awakening as an adult, and it's like, ooh, it makes you kind of nervous, but you're not scared of it. And so, but this person here, it's more like, I'd rather not deal with that right now. I don't think I'm ready to see spirit. I don't think I'm ready to deal with my claircognizance. Just not ready yet. So you tend to suppress it. So although you do see things, you do know things, you quickly put it out of mind as if it never happened. So you've gotten really good at shutting it out. So your ability is there. I don't feel like your ability is going to go away. but I do feel you need to do a little bit of work on, like, why does this make you so scared? Why are you avoiding this very natural gift? And I do believe that our clairs are very natural gifts. So why are you avoiding this very natural gift of yours? It's something that, you know, animals have too. You know, it's helped us to survive for thousands of years. So why is this something that you feel like you need to shut down, that you feel like you're just not ready to deal with yet? You know, although it may be interesting to hear from other people who can do these things, and you like reading about it, but for you personally, it's like, oh, I don't know, I'm not ready yet. So yeah, so I'm saying for this person, this is something you can do, and on a conscious level, you're like, oh no, I can't do that, because you've kind of been lying to yourself a little bit, and you've been doing it for so long that you've gotten really good at shutting that stuff out. Even though you notice it, you block it out consciously, and it goes into your subconscious. So I say definitely do a little inward work. Why is it that it makes you so nervous? Why are you so scared of it? Why do you feel like you would rather shut it out of your life? Yeah, these are all good things to look at. Okay, so that is for pile number 2. Okay, we're going into pile number 3, and I just realized that my nails like match the back of the Vision Quest cards. Okay, so pile number 3. Let's go ahead and turn her over. And with this one, I actually ended up pulling 2 tarot cards. So, okay, so we have the Mother of Air, and then we have Transformation, which is Death. Okay, then we have Trust, Intuition, Elm. And then we have a Rockwater. So we have this lady just chilling up here, you know, while the emotions and intuition, I would say, are just flowing beneath her. And we have Trust the Intuition. Mother of Air, again, is to me with the mind. And here we have Transformation. Okay. Okay, so with this person, I really am seeing that this person is going into a new phase in their life. And just like the last pile, this person also has a pretty spot on intuition, especially when it comes to intuition guiding them on their journey. I had to cough. Okay, so I'm seeing that this person's being guided into a certain direction in their life, but ego is getting in the way, saying, oh no, you can't possibly be right, that's just all in your head, this is just like, you know, grandiose thinking, this is just you know, what you wish to happen. And what I'm getting with this is that deep down, you know the right path for you, and it's not a typical path. It's kind of it's a little bit of a scary path, but it's a path that you know you need to walk, and intuitively you know that you need to go this direction. But I think you've been pushing that down into your gut because you're like, yeah, but it's something that may not be acceptable with my family or my friends. People may think I'm crazy for like taking this new path. But you're definitely going through that transformation right now. You're needing to change things up. You need to move forward. You need to change to this new direction, and your intuition's like been all over the place of like, ding ding ding, you're on the right path, keep going, you're doing great. And you're like, yeah, but it's not what society normally would expect somebody to do. It's not considered safe, you know. So what I'm really getting for you is to really stop, meditate, and think on, you know, I wouldn't say you have to think on what the right path is. Like, you already know. And if I were to ask you, the first thing would come to your mind is the path, but what comes out of your mouth comes with what is sensible. you know. So that's the second guessing and the, oh, no, 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 that's just my mind playing tricks. That's not what I should be doing. I should be doing this because it's the safe route. It's what's expected of me. It's what society would be happy with. But it's really not what's best for you. You know the path, you know what you should be doing. You're just kind of burying that deep inside yourself. And I think you need to sit with that and figure out, you know, would following what everybody else wants for me, is that going to be actually what's best for you? Would it make you happy? Would it make you progress in this life? Would it make you flourish? And if not, then maybe you think about that intuition that's been nagging you. Okay, so that is for pile number 3. Okay, pile number 4. Let's take a look here. We have pine. So we have this very mischievous little boy, but some very proud parents back there. Be cautious. And card number 12, we have the vision quest. Ooh, I love this. And by the way, it was very foggy this morning, so. Okay, so be cautious. Vision quest. Okay, so what I'm getting for this person is, I think that this person's just kind of been plucking along, like doing the thing, going to work, being the mom or the good daughter or the good sister, and just kind of like, everything's nice, but something is nagging at this person of like, that I feel like I need to do more. Like I feel like my life should be more. Like I'm happy with my life. Like there's nothing unhappy with my life. It's everything's great. I'm happy with my job. I'm happy with my family. I'm happy with the friends that I have. But there seems to be something more, not really career wise maybe, but maybe just opening yourself up to a new mindset. And with this vision quest, I keep getting that you need to spend some time by yourself. And not just time like vacation time, but time to really like dive deep. This person needs to do some deep soul searching and some deep work, and really figure out like where certain feelings are coming from, certain thoughts, what is best for you and for others. I feel like this person would really benefit from doing some aid for others, helping others. So I just keep getting this like vision quest, and I know this one says to be cautious, but with the fog and mist, I'm more seeing this as in the thoughts of not really taking the time to figure out like why you do the things that you do, or why you're like, oh, but I'm happy, but like, well, why are you happy? So it's like almost walking around in a fog. So okay, so with this pine, I'm really seeing this boy kind of going off on his own. Like everybody's like going to like support you no matter what you do, because people really like you. But with this pine, I do see you needing to go out on your own, kind of almost like on a vision quest. In fact, you could go on a vision quest if you want to, but just to really get to know who you really are. And it's not like there's like some weird alter ego that you have, but sometimes like we know we're good people, but it's like, what are you really capable of? What are some, like, who are you really? Are you somebody who's like always wanted to be more giving, more loving? So I really see that you need to spend some time by yourself, like away from family for a little bit, away from friends, cell phone, all of that, and kind of get your head out of the fog that you might be walking around in, and really figure out like, what am I doing? Because I think this has kind of been nagging at you, like, you've been wanting to do something like this, but you're like, well, there's no need to because everything's great right now. Well, that nagging feeling, this is your confirmation. This reading, you watching this video is like, yes, you need to you need to go on a bit of a vision quest. You need to figure out like who you are. Okay, so that is for pile number 4. All right, you guys, so that was the pick a card reading. What do I keep hidden from myself? And I thought all the messages were great. And even for myself, going through all these messages, I think that bits and pieces of them also resonate with myself. You know, so like I said, you could take bits and pieces and put together a message for yourself. You can totally do that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you have any comments or questions, please put that in the comment section down below. And if you want to catch a reading with me, head over to www.kittensweightsandtarot.com. I would absolutely love to do a more in-depth personal reading with you, and join that KWT tribe over at patreon.com/kittensweightsandtarot, where my peeps over there support what I do, and I really appreciate each and every person who helps me on Patreon, and many of them help for just as little as $1 a month, and it really does make a difference. It helps me with my equipment, with ideas for videos for me to do, you know, so I can always put creative, entertaining, educational content out there for you. Helps with ideas for meetups, maybe in the future doing some classes. I'm working on an oracle deck, which obviously needs a lot of help and support, so I can get that off the ground. And yeah, so, and you get a lot of freebies in the process. So like, what? All right, so that's it for me, spiritual homies. I will catch you later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.